How the theory of Volksgeist became a source of law in the development of law. Introduction. The theory of Volksgeist was given by Friedrich Karl von Savigny, the founder of the historical school of law. Volksgeist means the spirit of the people. According to this theory, law is not made suddenly by judges or legislators but grows naturally from the customs, traditions, culture, and beliefs of the people of a society. Explanation of the theory of Volksgeist. Savigny believed that law grows slowly and naturally with the growth of society. Customs followed by people for a long time become binding rules of law. Therefore, custom is an important source of law. The theory explains why laws differ from one country to another, as each society has its own history and culture. Thus, Volksgeist emphasizes that law is a product of social life and historical development. How Volksgeist became a source of law. The theory of Volksgeist, given by Savigny, explains that law develops from the customs, traditions, and social beliefs of the people. According to this theory, law is not created suddenly by the state, but grows naturally from the collective spirit and social consciousness of society. As people follow certain practices continuously over a long period, these practices gain acceptance and become binding rules of law. In this way, Volksgeist helped establish custom as an important source of law in the development of legal systems. Custom as the primary source of law. According to the theory of Volksgeist, custom is the primary source of law. Customs are practices that are regularly followed by people over a long period of time and are accepted by society as binding. Savigny believed that law originates from the social habits, traditions, and beliefs of the people, not from legislation made suddenly by the state. When a custom is ancient, certain, reasonable, and continuously observed, it gradually acquires the force of law. Courts recognize such customs and enforce them as legal rules. Many areas of law, especially personal laws relating to marriage, inheritance, and succession, developed mainly from customs. Thus, under Volksgeist, custom represents the living law of the people and becomes the most important and original source of law. Many legal rules originated from social practices, not written statutes. Example: personal laws relating to marriage, inheritance, and succession. Recognition of custom by courts. Courts began to recognize long-standing customs as legally binding if they were reasonable and certain. Under the theory of Volksgeist, courts play an important role in giving legal recognition to customs. When a custom is ancient, continuous, certain, reasonable, and not against public policy, courts accept it as a source of law. Courts do not create new law in such cases, they only declare and enforce existing social practices that are already accepted by the people. Once recognized by courts, a custom becomes legally binding and enforceable like written law. In India, courts have recognized many customs related to marriage, inheritance, adoption, and succession, especially under personal laws. Thus, judicial recognition of custom helped Volksgeist become a practical and effective source of law. This gave customary law legal validity, making Volksgeist a practical source of law. Influence on codification of law. Savigny opposed sudden codification and argued that law must first develop through customs. The theory of Volksgeist had a strong influence on the codification of law. Savigny believed that law should not be codified suddenly or artificially. He argued that law must first develop naturally through customs and traditions of the people. According to this view, codification should take place only after the law has matured and truly reflects the social life and values of society. When laws are finally codified, they should be based on existing customs and practices, not on abstract theories. This approach ensured that codified laws remained practical, acceptable, and in harmony with society. Thus, Volksgeist influenced codification by making custom and social experience the foundation of written law. Later, when codification took place, it was based on existing social practices, not abstract ideas. Development of national legal systems. The theory of Volksgeist explains the development of national legal systems by emphasizing that law grows from the history, culture, customs, and social values of a nation. Since every society has its own traditions and way of life, the laws of each country naturally differ from one another. Mrjsbhatti argued that law is a product of the national spirit of the people, not a universal set of rules applicable to all countries. This is why each nation develops its own legal system suited to its social conditions. As a result, national legal systems evolved in harmony with the beliefs and practices of their people, making law more acceptable and effective. Thus, Volksgeist played a key role in shaping distinct and independent legal systems across the world. Different countries developed different legal systems based on their own Volksgeist. This explains why laws vary from country to country depending on culture, religion, social values. Law as a living and evolving system. Volksgeist treats law as a living institution. According to the theory of Volksgeist, law is a living and evolving system. It is not fixed or rigid but changes with the growth and development of society. As the customs, beliefs, and social needs of people change over time, the law also develops accordingly. Mrjsbhatti compared the growth of law to the growth of language, which evolves naturally with society. New customs replace old ones, and these changes are gradually accepted as law. This makes law flexible, dynamic, and socially relevant. Thus, Volksgeist treats law as a living institution that continuously adapts to the changing spirit of the people, ensuring harmony between law and society. As society evolves, customs change, and law also develops accordingly. This made law flexible and socially relevant. Impact on Indian legal system. The theory of Volksgeist has had a significant impact on the Indian legal system. Indian law recognizes custom as an important source of law, especially in matters of personal laws such as marriage, adoption, inheritance, and succession. Courts in India have often upheld long-standing customs and usages if they are reasonable and not against public policy. Many rules under Hindu law and Muslim law developed from social and religious practices followed by people for centuries. Even after codification, Indian statutes have preserved the role of custom. This shows that Indian law has evolved in harmony with the culture, traditions, and social values of society, reflecting the spirit of Volksgeist. In India, many laws evolved from Hindu customs, Muslim personal law, local usages. Indian courts still recognize custom as a source of law, showing the influence of Volksgeist. Conclusion. The theory of Volksgeist explains that law develops from the customs, traditions, and social beliefs of the people. By recognizing custom as a primary source of law, encouraging courts to enforce social practices, influencing codification, and shaping national legal systems, Volksgeist played an important role in the development of law. Its impact is clearly seen in the Indian legal system, where customs and personal laws continue to be recognized. Thus, Volksgeist shows that law is a living and evolving system closely connected with society and its values. The theory of Volksgeist played an important role in making custom, tradition, and social practice a source of law. It helped develop law in harmony with the culture and values of society. By emphasizing that law grows from the people themselves, Volksgeist significantly contributed to the historical development of law and remains relevant even today.